And welcome back to the channel. Now, everyone's talking about things about eBay. One of the key things I would say is to understand how to and where are you putting your particular products, or where the items that you're actually trying to sell. It's very, very important to understand eBay's fees and how to calculate them, and if it's going to be profitable, or if you're trying to sell something in a category, and you're not understanding what are the actual particular fees. It's very, very important to understand. So what we're going to do, we're going to go over to eBay, understand what categories are. Now, each particular area here, as you can see on the eBay sites, is they will charge you a different fee for just actually selling the product in there. So that, note that down. Yeah, some particular categories or groups or whatever you call it, yeah, are priced differently. Now, not to say you shouldn't use certain categories. Now, depending if you're selling used or new, yeah, it's always going to be a cost behind it. Yep. I would say on an average around 14% if you put on top, if you want to calculate very, very carefully to any particular category. It doesn't really matter. But let's try to understand what these categories costs are and look at it and where they apply. Now, this is for, again, the beginners and the advanced people if you've got a shop. Now, if you've got a shop, this is whereby, when I'm talking about a shop, not a physical shop, again, a shop on eBay where you can act like a business. Yeah, it could be a small business. It doesn't really matter because there's about 3 types of different shops. But yeah, you've got to know what you're selling here. So again, fees for a business seller. So I'm going to talk about business sellers, obviously, for you to understand when you become a sort of business seller, and this is the objective when you're selling on eBay, to go from a beginner onto the sort of pro level where you get all these other discounts where we can lower fees. And this is the strategy that you should be trying to think about. Think about that kind of strategy. You can move off where, again, you get charged a lot, then you move on to a situation where you get less fees and also more goodies behind it here. Now, if you don't understand how eBay works, and this is again from a beginner point of view, for the what they do for every listing you create, so that's the thing you see whereby you want to click on something and they buy it, yeah, they will charge you when you're new. You get charged. You get 1,000, able to create 1,000 of these, and they will charge you, accordingly. Now, you don't want to be staying on this sort of basic account, because cost effectively it won't be that cost effective. Yep. And I urge you to say get yourself off with that. They'll charge you about £30 plus back on for the actual store, and you'll be able to get more sort of benefits. It's well worth the actual investment. And if you're doing very, very good on eBay, and that's most important, if you're making over £30 per month, it pays for itself. So what the situation, obviously you can list more things and they give you more, and I'll show you this in features, what it is and why it's important as well. So just to get you understanding what's really going on when it comes down to, again, a shop subscription and the benefits, you can see here all the benefits. But again, you get a free monthly allowance. That's what you want to do, depending on what goes on. So you can list things as much as possible. You got an allowance to do that. Then this is where it comes in. Here's actually the shop itself. See what happens here. You can this is a monthly subscription. Now what happens here is this. You will pay, again, 30p. This is the actual shop itself, but because this is the basic shops, and also the basic shop, basic shop, and anchor shop. These are the 3 things. Now this is the free account. This is when you come in and start as a beginner, and this is what you pay. All right, you pay for every listing you create. Again, is additional 30p. All right. Now, as you can see, when you've got a shop, it's 10. So it's 20p off. 20p off of that. And you don't get all these other little benefits in the shop. It's quite basic. That's something you can look into. So I will urge everybody, from a point of view, it's very, very easy to do, to actually convert your particular shop. If you're that great, and if you want to go straight into things, you can start on here. The monthly price is £25, yeah, plus VAT. And you get 250 listings. Now, you're probably thinking, oh, it's 250. I'm not going to get there, or what the situation is. How it sort of works is this: every month they give you allowance of 250 listings, allow you to create them. If you go over them, they will charge you, for each particular listings. Now, I'm not to say you will go into creating 250 listings. Well, with 200, if you've got 250 products, some may not sell, some will sell. Obviously, you've got to sort of move them in and out. I can guarantee you, if you're doing this really, really seriously, you wouldn't even need 250 listings. Would you? I mean, if you had depending on how much money you really wanted to make, you could actually have 250 listings, and they'll be sort of trying to sell, each particular quarter, meaning seasonal. You could actually do it. It actually can be done. So these are the benefits of trying to get a store, if you haven't even thought about it. And but we're going to go into the categories on this. So what happens when you sell, or when you list an item? I'm going to go down into here, and this is the most important thing. I've not really seen anybody talk about this. Understand what you're selling and why you're selling it. Hence why I will say, when you go into here, understand what particular categories you're selling. So what happens when someone buys something from your store? You get charged what we call a final value fee percentage. All right. Now, this is the percentage of that particular category. So in antiques, the final value fee is 10%, plus eBay will take 30p per order. So this is what happens. So you need to calculate this all out, where again you've got to put 10% if you're in that category, and a plus percentage fee, plus your shipping costs if you've any, on top of that, and making sure you make a profit. So what I did the other day, I mean, I looked at all the categories and said, okay, fair enough. What can I actually selling that is pretty good? As you can see, they range, the categories fees, or the final value fees, range between anything from 5 to I think the maximum's going into 12. It's 10, 12. There you go. It's crafts as well. But if that's so be it, yeah, just look at it. If it's actually this something that you want to do, bearing in mind, I would say some of the categories you probably don't really want to sell into if if you're not too sure as a beginner. And be very, very careful. I mean, it can be very, very volatile, and some things, some particular categories are open up for abuse. But however, if you're very, very good at it, you'll be able to understand where you need to be very, very conscientious about what you're doing. So if you really want to look at this, as I said, you can look at the categories and the fees. If you've got any information that you want to talk about, if you're selling some categories and it's doing well, let me know. I'll be more than interested to see what you're doing on eBay, and trying to be of some sort of resource, of some help, because I've been on eBay for quite a while, and also selling in all different short forms of fashion, and when it comes down to eBay as well. If you like information that we're providing, why not comment below? Have your say, share your opinion, and we can even solve some of the problems that you may be facing along the way. Like and subscribe to the channel to get exclusive updates on when things change on eBay and very more. That's it for now. Check out all the other videos that you may have missed here on this channel.